In this session, I'm going to be focusing on how to download the image file and also how to start your project. Step one is to click on the assignment itself, and there will be three images you can choose from: image one, two, and three. Once you have determined which one you want to work on, click on the three little dots on the top right hand corner, click on open new window, and you should be able to download this window now, just like that. It will now go into your download folder. So if you don't have it here, or you can go to the download folder by clicking on the little happy face, go to download, and you should be able to see your file on top. Once you have that, click and drag your file onto Photoshop. Our goal is to render this entire page using colors, understanding layers, understanding selection, and being able to actually use the polygonal lasso tools to select each portion. First step is to make sure our layers set up. So we're going to click on the little plus sign three times: one, two, and three. We're going to change these names. The first one is called ground. Second one is going to be architecture. So it's ARCH, it's arc. And last one is called sky. Once you have the three layers set up, you're going to go ahead and select the architecture layer and render the architecture layer first. So how do we start there? The first important thing is to go ahead and zoom in, Command plus to zoom in to the image to get a better fine detail on the look of where you want to select. The tool we're going to be using is called Polygonal Lasso tool. It is the third tool down. It's hidden inside this group. So if you right click on to the selection tool, click on Polygonal Lasso tool, you should be able to select the Polygonal Lasso tool. The way the Polygonal Lasso tool works is you will select once in one corner, let go, and drag it directly inside the black line. I'm gonna make this pretty quickly for demonstration purpose. So for you guys, you want to take your time to go through this sequence to make sure that the line is selected perfectly in between the middle of the black outline. Once you have one selection, you should see marching ant running around. And marching ant is an indicator that something is active and something is inactive. As of right now, the thing that is active is going to be the one on the inside, and the inactive is going to be on the outside. Once you have selected that portion, you're going to choose the foreground color, which is this little icon here once, and this is going to be the color picker. The color picker has many different colors on the right hand side. Choose one that you like, and you're going to have a window of variety in terms of the different kind of shades and tonal value. So I'm going to go ahead and just choose, for example, a brownish color for the lower portion. So I'm going to choose this brown right here. So that's the color I want. I want to choose this brown. No, this brown. So I'm gonna choose this brown. So once you're ready, say OK. And now the foreground color is selected, allowing you to paint this section in. To paint this section in, you're gonna go under the gradient tool. If you right click the gradient tool, you should see something called the paint bucket, and that's what we're gonna use. The paint bucket will allow you to click once and paint in the color you want. Once you are satisfied, press Command D to deselect the selection you just made. The problem is right now we just hide a lot of the black lines that is hidden under the brown right now. So we're going to use something called the blend mode. The blend mode will take all the black lines that is under here and bring it up into that layer. So to get the blend mode set up, we're going to go under this section right here, the drop down menu, and go to multiply. Multiply will essentially take all the black lines and pull it up onto that layer. Now you have that section. Your goal next is to go ahead and paint the next section, but I want to talk about tonal value in just a second. I'm going to take the selection tool, Polygonal Lasso tool, and select this region. I'm going to select pretty quickly. So again, it's not going to be perfect. And for you guys, you want to make sure you go right in the middle of the black line to get the perfect selection. So I'm going to go ahead and go through, make a selection. And now I have a selection on top. And I want to talk about tonal value and hue for a second. These are called hue. Hue is just different colors. So if I want to sample this brown, which is this one here, from left to right of this screen are all different colors. But from top to bottom is all different tonal value. And tonal value is basically different shade of the same color. So this is the color that I want here. I sampled it, and here's the sample. But on top, if the sun is shining from here, I want the top portion of this to be lighter. So all I need to do is just simply move this upward, and I should be able to take the same exact color. It's just different tonal value. meaning different shade. And if the light is coming from here, the top will be lighter than the side. So now I can use the paint bucket and paint that in. Your goal for this section is to paint in the entire portion of the architecture using the idea of tonal value and colors. In the next section, we'll be focusing on how to add in colors to the ground, colors to the sky using gradient, and then we're gonna dive into learning how to add in shadows as well.